and welcome to Julia's Food for Thought. Today we're going to be making the traditional baked beans with the navy beans and the use of this Instant Pot pressure cooker. So let's get started. Let's talk a little bit about this protein source. Navy beans are often used in minestrone soups. These beans come from a common bean ancestor that originated in Peru. Navy beans are about the size of a pea, mild in flavor, and one of 13,000 species in the family of legumes. Beans offer several health benefits. It's a protein source. Adding beans to grains can turn an incomplete protein into a complete one. It's a nutrient-dense food, an antioxidant, and it assists in better heart health, reduces the risk of cancer, aids diabetes and glucose metabolism, prevents fatty liver, and it controls our appetite. So that's just a little bit about this protein source. So let's get started into our recipe. So we have vegetable broth, salt and pepper, chopped garlic, our sweet Vidalia onions with French shallots, diced tomatoes, molasses, and maple syrup. Our beans, soy sauce, bay leaves, our tomato paste, French mustard, and apple cider vinegar. So the broth has been seasoned with salt and pepper, and we're going to introduce the onions into the broth and saute. We're going to bring these to a caramelized state, adding a little salt here just to cause these to sweat a little more. It takes a few minutes to saute these down. You've noticed we're not using oil, just broth, vegetable broth, as we need more fluid. Introducing our garlic, and we'll saute the garlic for a couple of minutes until they become fragrant. They're to a caramelized state. Now we don't want them sticking to the base, so we keep moving them about. We're introducing our tomatoes. Give them a good stir. Our maple syrup is going in. You can add whichever type of sweetener you wish. This is our molasses, blackstrap molasses, high in iron value. Give it a good stir. So there's our soy sauce. Going to introduce our beans. So we're adding additional fluid here, the vegetable broth. It's important to add extra vegetable broth on the top of this before they're set to bake. So we'll put our bay leaves in now, just floating on the top here. 4 to 5 of them. And we'll fasten our pressure cooker lid, rotate it into place, and we're going to hit for 30 minutes. It will cook. It'll come on in just a few seconds. And there it is. It's on now for 30 minutes. So our beans have finished cooking, and they've been cooking for 30 minutes. So they naturally vent for another 30 after they're cooked. But before we move the vent to the extreme right or the extreme left, always put the towel over top like that, just to protect yourself from the steam, and move it to the side. Then it just some of that steam just comes out, so that we can open this up now and get on with the finished product. So we're going to turn, lift that top off, and this exposes the bay leaves that we put in. So we're just going to take those bay leaves off before we put in our end condiments for additional flavoring. So here we've got the bay leaves out, and we're going to just stir our beans. Okay, so let's get our product in here. We're going to introduce the apple cider vinegar, the Dijon French mustard, and we're going to thicken it with our tomato paste. And we'll stir this in. Salt and pepper it to taste. Lots of salt and pepper in here. However, we may need to add a little bit more. These look wonderful. And you can put, as they heat, again, just the heat in itself will thicken them. So I'm just going to test these beans for us, just to see what if they need additional seasoning. Perfect. They really don't need anything more. However, it's an individual thing. You can add more salt, more pepper if you wish. But they're just lovely. They can be served as a side with other, for your barbecues. Keep them in the fridge, freeze some of them because there's quite a large container there. But such a lovely smoky flavor to these baked beans. So if you like this, please like this production, please hit like, and your comments are always welcome because that's how we grow. So until next time, look forward to seeing you. Thanks for watching.